This is KC's Crazy Chase. KRAZY. KC with a K, KRAZY. I love the title of this game. And if there's a better game on the Magnavox Odyssey 2, I have not played it yet. There's a story behind this game. I don't know the full story, and I'm just going to give you the very, very short, abridged version from what I do know, but KC Munchkin, which is an excellent game, and it's like a Pac-Man clone on the Magnavox Odyssey 2. And KC is the equivalent of Mario for Nintendo or Sonic the Hedgehog for Sega. He was going to be the Magnavox Odyssey 2's character, I think. It seems like that, at least. To make a long story short, KC Munchkin was very similar to Pac-Man. In fact, too similar to Pac-Man. There were some issues, and KC Munchkin was pulled. This is remarkably different, and they've managed to even surpass KC Munchkin, which was in itself an excellent game. KC's Crazy Chase is so good that it's worth buying a Magnavox Odyssey 2 just for this game, if you're into old-school game collecting. Now, keep in mind you can get a Magnavox Odyssey 2 for 20 or 30 bucks. It's really worth it because there's a couple great games for this system. Most of the games on the Odyssey 2 are best played with 2 players. A lot of the games are text games because the Magnavox has a keyboard built into it. There's very few really good arcade games on it. KC Munchkin, Showdown in 2100 AD, Freedom Fighters, KC's Crazy Chase is right up there with the best of them, if not better. But don't just take my word for it, watch some gameplay here for a bit. Note that the high score is on the bottom left from a previous game, and I entered my name. The bottom right number is my current score, and you only get 1 life in this game. Yeah, those are the exact same trees from Golf and Showdown in 2100 AD. The objective of the game is to get a high score, and you get 1 point for eating each of those trees, but they're more of a nuisance than anything because they slow you down. You earn most of your points by eating the bad guys that when they turn white, and then you run into them and they spin around like coins. When you eat a section of the centipede-like thing, that essentially acts as a power pellet, giving you some time to chase the bad guys. Beware, the head of the centipede will end your game. And that's basically the gameplay. It seems incredibly simple, but it's just so complex when you actually get sucked into this game. What really sets this game apart is the fact that you have to chase that centipede-like thing, and he's usually aiming for you, so wherever you are, it's going to start coming towards you. When you clear out all the centipede bits, then you move on to the next level, which is basically the exact same level except faster. Note that if you can catch the centipede in the middle, you'll knock off the parts of the centipede, and you can save them there for later, or he will eat them if he runs into them, taking your hard-earned points, or robbing you of points, I should say. It's tough to get that guy when he's down to 1 or 2 parts, so sometimes it's handy to keep a section of the centipede laying around the screen if you need to get that, collect some extra points, and then go after the centipede himself. The centipede-like thing. I'm not sure what its name actually is. Maybe it's Chester. Watch my review of KC Munchkin on the Odyssey 2 to see the differences between the two games and what they've changed. When you start playing this one, if you like the old school style Pac-Man, Lock and Chase, KC Munchkin kind of games, you'll love this one. At least I think you will, because I like those kind of games. The real challenge in KC's KRAZY Chase begins when you start getting into level 4 and 5 and the game really picks up speed. This is a 1982 release for the Odyssey 2, so it's right at the tail end of the system, which did not last very long. It's not the easiest game to find, nor is it the cheapest, but it's not going to break the bank either. KC's KRAZY Chase, highly recommended for the Odyssey 2. They need to expand on this one, bring the KC character back. KC's KRAZY Karts, it could be a kart chasing driving game. KC Gear Solid. KC Turismo. Why stop at just KC's KRAZY Chase? If you're going to rip off Pac-Man and then release another game that's completely different yet still somewhat similar at the heart of the game but not really, then you may as well tackle some other game franchises. KC's Fantasy Tactics, KC3, and a music-based game, KC and the Sunshine Band. Hero. Me-lect game.